The Quran starts with identifying its author as God in chapter 1, verse 1. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. In Arabic, the original language of the Quran, it is Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. If the Quran were from other than God, the author would have stopped here instead of pushing their luck with such a bold statement. Instead, the author proves it with a mind-boggling proof in the form of a superhuman mathematical miracle, one that cannot be duplicated, even if all the humans and devils got together and lent each other assistance. Even AI, with its powerful large language processing model, cannot do this. This is stated in the Quran, in chapter 17, verse 88. Say, if all the humans and all the jinns banded together in order to produce a Quran like this, they could never produce anything like it, no matter how much assistance they lent one another. Let's look at what God did to construct this miracle. But first, we have to look at a very simple example to realize the magnitude of what we are about to see. Take a very simple sentence, like, how are you? It has a mathematical structure in terms of words and letters, 3 words and 9 letters. Now let us try to convey exactly the same meaning with a slight change in the structure. Let's put a condition that the sentence should have 10 letters or 4 words. Try it. It will be quite difficult, if even possible, to construct a sentence with the same meaning. One thing we can all agree on is that if we increase the restrictions on the mathematical structure, it will become more difficult to construct the sentence, if we can do it at all. Now, can you imagine what is involved in writing an entire book of more than 500 pages and over 300,000 words with a very restrictive set of conditions? It's time to examine the Quran's mathematical structure. With its complex mathematical relations and language, containing accurate history, legal statutes, rules for living, commandments, answers to our most intolerable questions, and solutions to our most pressing problems. There are 19 letters in the Bismillah and 38 letters in the sentence, in the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. God took the letters from the opening statement, the one saying it is from Him, and sprinkled them in front of 29 of the 114 chapters of the Quran, roughly half the Quran. The letters, mysterious initials, that are not found in any other book on the planet, occur in their respective chapters in multiples of 19. Chapter 50 has the initial Q, and the total number of the letter Q occur 57 times in that chapter. The other chapter prefixed with Q. Chapter 42 has the same number of the letter Q, even though it is 2.5 times as long. Chapter 19 has 5 initials, and the total of the letters corresponding to these initials appear in that chapter 798 times, which is 19 times 42. The words of the opening statement occur in the entire book in multiples of 19. The word name appears 19 times. The word God appears 2,698 times. Most gracious 57 times, and most merciful 114 times. But why 19? 19 is the alpha and omega of our number system, and God is the alpha and the omega. More importantly, before the advent of numbers, letters were given values, called geometrical values, and the geometrical value of the word one, wahid, in Arabic and Hebrew is 19. This is the theme of Jewish and Muslim scriptures, Torah and Quran, that God is one. So this number itself was chosen to convey that God is one. Moreover, this number is not coincidental, but mentioned in the Quran in chapter 74, titled The Hidden. And in response to the unbeliever claiming that Quran is man-made, chapter 74 verse 30 states, over it is 19. This verse is followed by 5 effects this will have on people. Chapter 74 verse 31. And then stating, indeed by the moon, and the night as it passes, and the morning as it shines. This 19 structure is one of the great miracles. Chapter 74 verse 32 through to verse 35. But wait, there is more. When the frequencies of the initials are plotted against the chapters, they prefix, we get the word Allah spelled out in Arabic and God spelled out in English from the Authorized Translation. The sum of all the numbers on each of the graphs add up to a multiple of 19. The miracle is in both Arabic and English. This is shown on the website www.quran.com. By clicking any number on the God graph, we can see the highlighted text in the Quran of that particular initial, and we can verify the counts, even check the computer's accuracy, by counting the highlighted occurrences ourselves to match with the count at the end. Such is the greatness of God. This is the first physical scientific evidence that God exists, that the Quran is from God, and that it is perfectly preserved.